Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. My name is Adam, and if you are fairly new to our channel over the last couple of months, you have seen a lot of me. Now, our channel is my wife and I sharing our life, our travels, our adventure together. However, you guys know Sherri's been dealing with some health issues which kept her off the channel, out of our videos, and it still might be a little while before she comes back. And just being totally honest, I'm getting sick of myself. I'm getting sick of editing myself. I'm getting sick of videos where it's just me. And so I thought, you know what can I do? Because I can't have Sherri in the videos. And I thought, well, maybe I can spend a video just talking about Sherri. She's like my favorite subject. She's my favorite thing to talk about. And so in this video, I have 20 questions that are things that I don't think you guys know about Sherri Beth. These are not questions that we've touched on before in previous tag videos or anything like that. So I have 20 questions all about Sherri because gosh darn it, if she can't be a part of this vlog physically, let's at least talk about her. Now, I spent some time online just like looking for fun questions. These aren't the typical sort of relationship tag questions, right? We've done those videos, we've talked about that kind of stuff. A lot of these are things that I think may be different, and I think a lot of this is actually gonna be pretty fun because that's something that I have missed. Over the last couple of months, all of the updates about Sherri have kind of been heavy, and so I feel like when we've talked about her, it hasn't always been like in the most fun and lighthearted and encouraging sense. And you guys know, if you've watched our channel for a long time, that's what we do. Like, we genuinely enjoy and love life together. We have fun together. We laugh together. We adventure together. And we've kind of missed that. So I thought, you know what? These questions, I want them to be, for the most part, lighthearted. A few of them are going to be serious. But let's just jump into these 20 questions. And the first question is, what is something that you, the LeggLife community, may not know about Sherri? Now, I think most of you guys know, because you've gotten to see just how compassionate and kind of a person she is. But there is something that not many people get to see. In fact, I think I'm one of the only people who gets to see this. And that's that her compassion looks different than mine. See, I'm the kind of person, like, when I'm moved to, like, help somebody, I'm like, let's rent an ice cream truck and go into like a low-income neighborhood and just like give out ice cream to everybody on a hot summer day. Like, that's kind of what I do, right? Like, big, visible, public, like, let's just like get everybody together and have fun. And Sherri helps people in ways that the vast majority of people will never know that it was her. She's very kind, she's very compassionate, she has a very big heart to help, but she has no desire to have the spotlight of what she does shine on her. Like, again, me, rent an ice cream truck, go into a neighborhood, get everybody together. Sherri's more of a, like, there's a family who's trying to adopt and they're struggling with money. Like, let's drop an envelope full of money on their front door and leave quickly, right? Like, that's kind of her thing, is that she wants to help, but she wants to do it without being seen. And I think that's something that not a lot of people know about her, because she doesn't want to be seen for those acts. She just wants to do it because, like, kindness matters, and she wants to just be that kind of a person. So you guys know she's kind, you guys know she's compassionate, you just don't get to see those acts with her like you do with me or other extroverts. The next question, what is Sherri's go-to adult beverage? Oh boy. Okay, so Sherri is not a beer drinker. Sherri really doesn't like beers. If she's gonna have a beer, it's like a fruit beer. Something like fruity, easy to drink, that kind of thing. Sherri likes wines. She mostly likes like sweet white wines, Rieslings, that sort of stuff. But drinks that Sherri really loves would be like drink of the day kind of stuff on Disney Cruise Line. Something that is like super fruity, super tropical, just like fun to drink. She also loves things like lemon drops. She loves amaretto sours. So I would say that Sherri's favorite adult beverage is something that is like easy to drink, something that like tastes good, and is just kind of like fun. I remember one time we went to, I think it was like a TGI Fridays or something, and they had a drink that was like a martini glass filled with cotton candy, and then they like dumped alcohol over it. And as soon as I saw that in the menu, I was like, there is no way Sherri doesn't order that. And so what did Sherri order? Of course that. So that's the kind of drink Sherri likes. Next question, is Sherri superstitious? Well, I don't think she's superstitious. She is a little stitious. I'm kidding. How many of you guys get that reference though? Leave it in the comment down below. I want to know how many of you guys got that. Sherri isn't superstitious, actually. Like, honestly, with anything. In fact, if anything, she mocks me for my superstition, because especially when it comes to like sports teams, I think that there are certain things that I do that help, and even saying that sounds so stupid. And Sherri just like mocks me all of the time about my superstitions. And so no, she's definitely not superstitious. Describe Sherri in a single word. This is actually really hard for me, because I think that Sherri to me is like a diamond where there are so many facets that you don't always even see until like light is shined on some of them, right? When you look at a diamond, there's not one thing that stands out. It's made beautiful by like all of the things that together make it amazing. And so like I think of words like kind, I think of words like compassion, I think of words like creative, but it's like what one of those is mostly her. I don't think I could pick one, because like, yeah, I think that like there's just so many things about Sherri that work together to make her as special as she is. Next, we're getting deep, you guys. These are the deep questions. What is Sherri's favorite condiment? Well, maybe is Chick-fil-A sauce a condiment? Because if Chick-fil-A sauce is considered a condiment, then probably Chick-fil-A sauce, or maybe Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A. But as far as like the main condiments, Sherri would probably be ketchup over like mustard or relish or mayo. So if I can choose Chick-fil-A sauce, that's what I'm gonna pick. Next question. Now you guys know Sherri loves coffee. Sherri, huge coffee lover. But what kind of coffee does Sherri drink? Like, does she have a go-to coffee order? And I would say no. One of the nice things about Sherri's love for coffee is she pretty much will drink and like anything. Now there's some flavors she doesn't love. She doesn't really love coconut flavor. She doesn't really love caramel, that kind of stuff. But as far as coffees, she'll kind of drink anything. While we're on keto, she does like an Americano with sugar-free syrup and cream in it. Just like a little bit of cream in there. That's like her go-to like keto coffee drink. But when we're off of keto, I could honestly go to Starbucks or any of our local coffee shops and order her pretty much anything at all, and she will be super happy. She just loves coffee. Is Sherri a pillow hog or a blanket hog? I would say that Sherri is a blanket hog, not a pillow hog. Sherri does the like death roll with blankets. She like kind of tucks in, and then like some point in the night just like rolls, and then I'm just like, where'd the blankets go? Like literally there were just blankets and they're gone. So she's definitely a blanket hog. She's not a pillow hog at all though. Like she loves her pillow. She has her body pillow. She has her like 2 normal pillows. But she never steals my pillows. In fact, I kind of make fun of her because of the way she uses her pillows. Like me, we've talked about this before, like I'm a buncher. So I get my pillows and I just like bunch them up and like put them places. Sherri's pillow is like flat on the bed and like then just like her head on it. Like she doesn't bunch, she doesn't twist. In fact, she hates it when I do it. And so she's definitely not a pillow hog, but when it comes to blankets, that girl will death roll the blankets away from anybody. Next, does Sherri prefer texting or talking on the phone? This is a pretty easy one because almost always the answer is texting. Sherri would prefer to text with people over talk on the phone almost exclusively. Now, dinner date or movie date? She does love both of those. She loves when we go to dinner, she loves when we go to movies, but I think if she had to pick one of those, she would pick going to movies. She loves going to see movies in the theater. Like, I think it's probably one of her very favorite, just like dates that we do. And it really doesn't matter the movie. Like, she will go see pretty much anything if it means we can go see it in the theater. And the next one, football or basketball. This one is pretty easy. And I want to say something. I want to say God bless Sherri for trying with football, because she really does try, you guys. Like, she knows that I am a huge football fan and she tries really hard. She just doesn't care at the end of the day, right? However, Sherri's from Indiana. She's a Hoosier, and she not only likes basketball, but she knows it pretty well. In fact, one of my very favorite moments from the last year was when we were watching the ESPN Netflix documentary, The Last Dance, which is about the Michael Jordan era Chicago Bulls. And we were watching that, and there were multiple times that Sherri was like, oh, look, that's Patrick Ewing. Oh, look, there's Isaiah Thomas, or there's Dennis Rodman. And I would just be like, what is happening? It was so amazing, because when it comes to sports, like, Sherri really doesn't pay attention. She doesn't necessarily care about that kind of stuff. But again, you could tell she grew up like in Indiana in that era, because all of the guys that were on the TV, players for other teams, like, she knew all of them by sight. I was very, very impressed and proud of her. Now, mountain vacation or beach vacation. So Sherri does like both. She likes the solitude and relaxation of like a mountain vacation, just like out to a resort and just, I think of when we went to like Alyeska Resort, just kind of relaxing and resting. But Sherri would choose beach for sure. She loves being warm. She loves her toes in the sand. She loves sitting in a beach chair with a book, and then like every hour, just walking and just kind of getting her ankles in the water and then walking back to her chair and reading her book. Like, that is one of Sherri's very favorite things. What is Sherri's favorite social media platform? So I would say Pinterest. Sherri really loves Pinterest. She's on Facebook, she's on Twitter, she's on Instagram. Of those three, I would say, so I would rate them. I would say Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I feel like Facebook and Twitter she doesn't really care about though, so mostly Pinterest and Instagram. Next question. If Sherri could wear only one thing for the rest of her life, what would she wear? And this is the easiest question. This question is so simple. It's pajamas. Like, it's pajama pants, without a doubt. Sherri is the cozy queen. She loves being comfortable, she loves being warm, she loves being home, she loves just being not in hard pants. So if Sherri could wear one thing, without a doubt, pajama pants. Now, what is Sherri's favorite breakfast? You know, Sherri's actually not a huge breakfast fan. I think she would probably say that breakfast is her least favorite meal of the day. It would be the meal that she's like fine skipping the most. But I do know that she really loves like Eggs Benedict. Like, if we go out to a place and they have Eggs Benedict, a lot of times that's what she will get. So not a huge breakfast fan, but if I would, gosh, yeah, probably Eggs Benedict. Next question. If Sherri could be any animal, what animal would she choose to be? I think a cat. But I don't think a cat like Missy. So Missy is very dog-like. There's times that she'll like follow us room to room. There's times that she'll like meet us at the door. There's times that she just like wants to be really close in our face. I don't think Sherri would be that kind of cat. I think Sherri would be more like what people imagine cats to be. Kind of like, I'm here, I want to be comfortable, I want to be loved, but I also want my space, and I will let you know when I want your attention and love. Right? Like, I'm the boss here, I'm in charge, I'm gonna nap a bunch, I'm gonna be super cozy, and when I want you to be near, I will come near to you. So I think probably a cat. And I love this next question because this question is so real to life. The question is, if we were in a group at a party, first of all, Sherri would not be stoked that we were even at a party. And I told a joke that no one else in the group laughed at. What would Sherri do? So here's what Sherri would not do. Sherri would not be the kind of person to give like a courtesy laugh. Like, if nobody was laughing, Sherri wouldn't be like, oh man, I feel really bad for Adam, so I'm gonna ha ha ha, like get out a laugh to try to get the other people laughing. Sherri would stand there and look at me, and she would probably say something like, this is what I have to deal with. Right? Or like roll her eyes and just like walk away, because I am forever telling the dumbest jokes. Like, I just have the dumbest jokes, and I fully know this. And I try them out on Sherri all of the time, and almost always they are like, her response is like some kind of a sigh, like a or just like an eye roll, or she just will like leave the room, which I think is always hilarious. Like, I tell a joke and then it's like, wait, where did Sherri go? So I think if we were at a party, she would probably just be like, you guys, this is what I have to deal with, or she would just like sigh and leave the group. Now, to be fair, I think I'm hilarious. She just thinks I'm less hilarious than I actually am. Now, what did Sherri study in college? Good question. And I was trying to think if we've ever talked about this on the vlog. I feel like maybe we have, but I don't think in detail. In college, Sherri studied a couple things. She studied business administration and she studied interior design. It's one of the things that Sherri's actually really good at. She has like a natural eye for spaces and for figuring out like how they should be designed and set up. We've had a lot of friends actually who have asked for her help and that she's helped them with on just house stuff or paint stuff or like room flow stuff. She's one of those people who just has really good like spatial awareness. Is that a term? It sounds like it should be a term. So yeah, that's what she went to school for. And she actually always jokes that the business administration side was the part that she absolutely hated, and so she like dropped that stuff, and now that's basically what she does. This next question, what is the last text message that Sherri sent me? And I actually have to open up my texts to see what it was. She said, she said, it's appropriate, don't worry. She said, when you're at Ulta, can you see if they have the e.l.f. moisturizer? So earlier today I had to go to Ulta Beauty, which you guys, I'm not mad at. I love me some Ulta. We've talked about that before. You guys know, big Ulta fan. And when I was there, one of the things that I needed to look for was the e.l.f. moisturizer, but we had forgotten to talk about that. And so she was just letting me know, and just so you know, I found the e.l.f. moisturizer and I got it for her. And that brings us to the final question. And the final question is what is one thing about Sherri that inspires you? And the reality is that there are an unbelievable amount of things about Sherri that inspires me. But as I think back over the years that we've known each other, the years we've been together, one thing that I have appreciated and been inspired by a lot is that Sherri doesn't blindly believe stuff. You know, whether it's like religious beliefs or political beliefs or just like world like view beliefs. She wants to understand why. She wants to know why, and just because, or that's how you were raised, or that's just what we do, those aren't good enough for her. Like, but why? And then not only why, but then she'll do the work to figure out what that means to her and what she really believes. And I just so appreciate that, because I think a lot of times in today's world, we just like can become sheep and just sort of like follow stuff. And I know that there are just so many things in Sherri's life that she has arrived at a conclusion because of a lot of thought and a lot of prayer and a lot of pondering. And like she holds this belief because she's put in the work to understand why this matters to her. And that to me is like so inspiring, because you guys know, like I had once had a friend tell me that I'm an obsession looking for a compulsion. And it's such a good description of me. It's just like I can like bounce over I can like bounce back and forth all the time. But Sherri is just so wanting to know the why behind things, and that's inspiring to me. I want that for me as well. And so I would say that at least today, that's one of the things that's inspiring me. So friends, 20 questions about Sherri Beth Legg. I don't know, I've missed her in the vlogs. Like I said earlier, I'm getting tired of it just being me. I understand that it has to be for a while, but I thought, gosh darn it, if she can't be in the vlogs physically, let's at least talk about her. So I hope that you guys learned something new about Sherri today. In fact, that's kind of what I want to hear from you in the comments below. Give me one thing. What's one thing that you learned about Sherri today? Was there anything that I said that surprised you? Was there anything that you thought was different? Now, here's what I will say. These are my perceptions of the answers to these questions. I'm actually not sure how accurate these are more my perceptions. So maybe one of the things we'll need to do is maybe after Sherri is back, we'll need to go through these answers and these questions with her and see how close I got. I know most of them I got pretty close, but she may have different answers on some of them. But friends, thanks for watching this. This was the kind of video, you know, being very honest, this video was for me. This video was because like I needed to edit something like this. I needed to have a good Sherri video on here that wasn't just another health update, another video that wasn't just me at a grocery store. And so this video, I hope you guys enjoyed it, but honestly, this one was for me. So friends, I love you guys so much. Thanks for being a part of our community. Thanks for all the ways that you love us, all the ways you support us. If you have not subscribed to our channel, hit that subscribe button down below. There's also a little bell next to that. You might see that little bell there. If you click that bell. What that will do is every time we post a new video, you're gonna be notified of it. YouTube's gonna let you know that we have a video up, so that's really helpful to us as well. And then someday, hopefully in the not so distant future, you're gonna get a notification from YouTube, and there's gonna be a video, and it's not just gonna be me, it's gonna be both Sherri and I. And I cannot wait for that day. Friends, love you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.